locations. So we just finished up with Windrock. Right now we are riding Royal Blue Tacket area. We're staying actually at an Airbnb, which is actually really cool. It's called Happy Horse Hotel. It's in LaForte, so it's right outside of town. So we just take some back roads to get to the closest trailhead, which is Tank Spring. We're about, roughly, if you take the roadway, we're about 25 minutes from Eagle Rock. But it's a really cool Airbnb. So we got the house there. We got this whole front area, and there's 2 driveways. But the cool thing about it is actually it's a working farm. So there's a barn over there. And they have 2 horses and some cattle. It's pretty nifty. And they just roam this whole backside of the pasture. They'll come up to the fence. Yesterday one of the horses came up to the fence. If I get one of the horses to come up later today, I'll try to get him a video. But I'll post a picture right there. That was from yesterday. But there's a cow in that barn. And that whole field up there, there's a bunch of cows. And I believe the horses are on the other side of the barn right there. But it's a pretty cool house. I'll be posting a video of just a view of the house, so check that out. Did a walkthrough. Has a little playhouse. But we got a bunch up here. We're gonna head out, so right now what we're gonna do is gonna be Sterling and myself in the Turbo R. We got Craig and his 900S, and we got Tammy and Bernie and their XP 1000. So we're gonna head out, go get some ice and gas for the coolers and the machines, and then we're gonna head out to Tacket. We were in this area once before, like 2 years ago, so check out those videos. We did a pretty many videos, and we did a highlight reel of our trip. So today we're gonna go back to Tacket, but we're gonna do a bunch of trails that we didn't do the last time. So we'll take you along for that, and we'll see what happens. So hope you like it, and thanks for watching. So we're on Tacket. We're going towards Tornado Alley. It's a pretty good rocky section. Gets a little off camber up here. We'll get, it's Craig. Good job, you beat us to it. We'll get Bernie and Tammy coming up in the XP. Okay, so we came to another park. There's like a Y on Tornado Alley, so we went to the left. We came across pretty decent ditches, so we thought we might as well get this on camera. It'll be fun.
Craig's gonna have a good time.
That's why I'm like, we'll see what happens. Let's get camera footage. So it doesn't look too bad. Water machine should be pretty good. Craig is 60 inches. See what it looks like up here.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, at least there's bankments on both sides. And that just looks like it's not as dippy.
There's a nice one up there, don't there?
Yeah, at the top, it looks a little right side.
Do you want to take a break and we'll get up to here and then we'll take a look at it? Yeah.
So we'll get Sterling come first. He'll probably go all the way up. And then we'll get Craig. Get you situated. Okay, we're gonna get Craig. He has a 2017 900S, so it's 60 inches. Gonna try riding the embankment, it looks like. Best it can, at least. He might be able to straddle if he goes up. Almost.
Well, all I can tell you to do is maybe
He's only on his fender.
try going that
You got it. Turn your headlights off. There it is. Here's a better view of the top port. Actually, wasn't too bad for the guys to get up. So we'll keep moving. Okay, so came up from those rutted out hill climb there, and on Lifetime, because that's what we use, it says there's the Tacket Creek Goat Cave. So we're right on the main trail right there. Looks like it's a pretty decent like rock over ledge. It's pretty cool. So we're just going to investigate this for a little bit and then we'll keep moving. Okay, so we're walking into the cave. Wow, this thing pretty is really far. They said there's a bat hanging. So Jesus.
I hit my head a lot, and then I got my head right here.
What are you looking at?
That right there.
Oh, here. I can't see, so Sterling will videotape the bat. You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a brown spot there.
No! That's so cool.
Oh, good thing you have a helmet on.
Good thing I have a helmet.
That's what I said. I bumped my head about 4 times. I probably got to reach that.
Okay.
I watched mine there.
So that's the opening right there. So we're gonna make our way back out. So right up from the goat cave on the map here. So these green arrows, this is what we're following. So Sterling made a loop so we're just following our own tracks. But on the map it says it's Tacket Creek Big Rock Wall. We heard also they call it the China Wall. So it's a pretty cool wall with a lot of pores out of it. Stuff. So we just stopped to sorry. Camera shut off because the camera's getting cold. It's pretty chilly. But we're gonna keep going, and when we come to the next
Good job, Pop.
continued up Hell's Canyon. Pretty cool, some rutted out areas. And then we got to the top part, well, most of the top part. And this one is called Hole in the Wall. It's pretty nifty. Ooh. 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 Up here, it's like a little overlook. Not much because of the trees, but still pretty cool. Sorry, camera shut off again because it's cold. But there you go. That's a pretty cool view. So, probably gonna be eating lunch here.
We can if they're hungry.
Probably hang out, eat lunch, and we'll just investigate the hole in the wall. So, we'll be back. Like I said, we just took Hell's Canyon all the way up here. But it's pretty nifty. Okay, so we pretty cool, like going down hills with some ruts and some rocks. So going up them is going to be interesting. So we'll bring you back for when we go back up the certain sections, and then we'll bring you back after we get to V-Rock. So hopefully you'll like it.
Good job, Crack! Ain't over yet, huh? Do you need help?
you go. Passenger. Yep. We're good. Yep, right in there. Turn that up. Up. Right there. Turn in. Keep turning. Up. Up. Okay, could do it like that too. Ha!
So we're at the part of the hill climb that we had to come down. And you slid most of the way down. If you back down some, I can get out and at least see what's in front of you. Ooh. You got a big boulder right here.
I know.
Woo. Get situated. Okay, so he's hitting this rock right here.
Stay there. You might need a winch line.
Plus then I can get into my vehicle then. Thanks,
Hey.
Bert. Thanks.
No problem. I don't know if you're coming.
Okay, we'll get Craig coming up.
Right, okay, right.
in here. So probably be a lot worse going up. There's the plane, right?
Yep. I'll check my car.
So I guess they're, I don't know when or where, but apparently there was a plane wreck. I'm guessing that's why they call it that. Because there's parts of it there. And it looks like there's parts over here. But these are the hills we just came down. So definitely nifty to do going up for sure. Woo! Ho-ho!
Alright, just stay right there, don't move.
Don't move!
Just stay right there, don't move.
Winching. Come here, am I recording?
Don't move! You just missed it. You almost rolled it. He's a little sideways. You just went bouncing! His ass said it bounced down and he went sideways. Now he's up the embankment. looks like they still have him hooked up to the winch. Just until he gets down off these.
It's gonna be a sissy log on a bypass, but we gotta roll, okay? So just come all the way down here? Yep. Well, let me come to here so I can stop. Right. I feel a little better on the flat, you know? Yeah. You still there?
Yeah, she's still here.
Sorry for Peppy getting excited down there. Let me kept getting my fingers there.
Okay.
Good job, Craig. Look, you're towing Bernie and Tammy down the airplane hill. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't want you to run over your wedge. Now you're good. Woo! What'd you think? Everyone's asset bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the wedges back in and we'll be done on this one. So there's the hills. So we all made it down. Craig needs to go check his drawers.
Yeah, definitely. That was a bit sketchy.
Ass over end almost. So that was Airplane Hill. There are bypass, which is one of these is a bypass, or it goes around, I'm not real sure, but pretty gnarly hill climbs, especially if you're going to go up. Sketchy coming down. So we're going to keep going and we'll see what's next. guys, so we made it back to our Airbnb. Last clip I did say we were gonna head out to Windrock, but we ended up, if you watch our previous videos, I did say Sterling had a slice in his sidewall of his rear driver tire. We tried a patch, that did not work, did not seal. Eventually just went completely flat, and actually the patch came completely off, so that was a plus, because then we didn't have to try peeling that off when we got back. So we limped it back when we were at Windrock. We put a plug in it. We had like 3. We went off. 2 of them came out. 1 stayed in. So it was flat again. So then we put 5 more. So we had 6 plugs in the tire to last us until we got here. Pretty much, I think we ran over a pipe which sliced the sidewall. So the plugs held up. Every once in a while we had to pump up the tire, but overall it wasn't too bad. While we were on the trails today, he either scraped it against a rock when we were going down an embankment or a rut or climbing the rocks, but we actually ripped out all 6 plugs, so the tire was completely flat. So next thing we tried was a sidewall slug. So it's the first time we ever used a sidewall slug. So we did get it eventually in. There it is. It is still leaking. It's leaking, not as bad as it was with the plugs in it, but it is still leaking. But it got us off the trail, so we were lucky enough that we were actually right next to a red trail that took us back to the green trail that we first started on, and then back to the road. So we just the roads all the way back to the Airbnb. So he's going to clean it up, see if he can get it a little bit tighter, and put some more in it. But we are going to call that video. We wish we could have got a little bit further out and checked out some other things, but we'll definitely be back in the area again. Tomorrow we're going to go back to Tackett, but we're going to do some other stuff. We're going to go back to Slate Rock, McLean Overlook, and the cabin, and what else are we doing? Oh, the Sand Mine Cave waterfall. If we have time and everything's working well, then we will maybe do Wolf Pen, but we'll see what happens. But that is what the plan is for tomorrow and our next video, so hopefully you'll come back for that in about a week or so. Other than that, this is our view right now this evening. So you see all the cows are out grazing. Not sure where the horses are. Maybe they'll come back. We did get some apples and carrots for them. But we're gonna go relax, make some dinner, and I know Jimmy and Darla are on their way, so we'll meet them when they get here. But hope you enjoyed the video. It was fun for the items that we did get to see, which we haven't done before. But as always, stay safe, and we'll see you out on the trails. And thanks to all our sponsors and members of our group. We appreciate you. Thanks. Keep watching, and we'll see you guys later. Huckleberry face. Look at the babies. We'll have to get you guys more. Huh? Huckleberry faces, Jenna. Gotta get the babies.